I don't play too many quick battles since I mainly play with friends. But this is a quick battle that I wanted to try, because usually in quick battles you come up against some pretty good armies. This is sort of an exception to that, I think. Sure, there are 4 demigryphs, but there are halberdiers, and they are wastes of funds. 4 spearmen, 2 halberdiers, Bright Wizard, Karl Franz on a demigryph, and a cannon. So sort of the 2 only off-flavor things here would be the cannon and the halberdiers. I have a pure chaos melee rush. I have 6 marauders, 6 marauders great weapons, 6 forsaken, 1 chaos spawn, and mounted wizard lore of death. So my plan is just to rush the shit out of the Empire. Trying to kite the fireball here, which is working, actually. I'm also trying to kite the cannon, but the cannon kills some of my spawn, or damages my spawn anyway. And now the chaos spawn take fireball damage as well. So my opponent really wants to kill these chaos spawn, and I don't blame him. I can see the demigryph knights in the forest over here. The chaos spawn just keep taking damage. The cannons are also laying waste, but the terrain sort of helps me here. I started my advance on the enemy army. You can see how quickly I'm able to close the distance. So the cannon isn't going to be able to fire for long. Sending the chaos spawn in towards the cannon, backing up with chaos marauders. Over here just sending in the marauders, sending in great weapon marauders as second line. So the idea is that these marauders tank damage for these marauders, and these marauders do the main part of the killing. So I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to send a lot of Chaos Marauders in after the Demigryph Knights and follow up with Marauder Great Weapons. I've kept my Forsaken in reserve here, which might have been a mistake. I could have sent in the Forsaken, but I was a bit apprehensive about getting rear charged by Karl Franz. So the Chaos Marauders have managed to get into the Demigryph Knights. They're doing some damage to them. The Demigryph Knights just pull through, and they take very little damage in doing so. Now the Chaos Marauders with great weapons come in, and they damage the Demigryph Knights a lot quicker. Karl Franz is taking damage, because I've Spirit Leeched him, of course. And doing fairly well against the Empire infantry. Once again, trying to kite the fireball with my wizard. And another Spirit Leech against Karl Franz. But now my Chaos Lord is practically dead, if I'm not able to pull him out from here. And it doesn't seem like I'm able to pull him out. I have a cav unit chasing me, I have a big flying monster. Yeah. Oh, well, I'm trying to run away. Well, I'm routing, so... No, I'm not. I'm just wavering. But he got terrified by Karl Franz there. So, the wizard is faster than him. I'm not going to be able to pull out here very easily. See everything I'm pouring into the Demigryphs. Pouring in Forsaken, pouring in Chaos Marauders, pouring in Chaos Marauders with great weapons. Still, the Demigryphs are killing Marauders in their hundreds. Over here they did well also against my Forsaken, but they did not want to fight for longer. My Marauders are having trouble breaking through the Empire infantry. But slowly they are doing it. The cannon is out of commission. The Demigryphs are getting swamped by infantry. So this is one of the few cases where Demigryphs are not cost effective. But Karl Franz is rushing in and saving. This is what I was afraid of. Karl Franz rushing in and breaking my units with a rear charge because of the fear causing effect and being able to turn battles around. The Forsaken gets hammered by Demigryph Knights. You see how quickly the Forsaken take damage here compared to the Demigryphs. I'm able to surround the Demigryphs with Forsaken. But it's not super effective, because 130 armor. But I've broken the Empire Center fairly easily, and now Karl Franz is over here and supporting his demigryphs. And that combination, flying Karl Franz versus flying Karl Franz and demigryph knights, that's a very hard combination to beat. So not a whole lot of Empire left on the field now. I've lost my wizard. I'm just basically trying to swamp everything I can. Killing off the cannon crew, killing off the demigryph knights. Karl Franz and the Flying Wizard is going to be a problem, because if you look at the morale of my units, most of these units have the Lord fled recently and damage sustained penalty applied to them. And that makes their morale very shaky, so it basically only takes a love tap from Karl Franz to break these units, because of the fair effect. So let's have a look at the morale now. Once the unit starts, yeah, once a unit starts, damage sustained, Lord fled, very tired, friends routing. Not good. Morale of a Marauder army is shaky. Karl Franz doesn't have that much health left, but I don't have any units able to decisively stop him. So he's able to dive bomb and break units like that. Whereas I'm seeing off the demigryph knights. Once again, they've not really been cost effective here in this battle. Fireball just breaks. I mean, look at the morale now. Under missile fire, discouraged by ability, damage sustained, blood roar is being used. So in the end game, my opponent is using morale effects very well against my army. When I have a lot of units, they could come back from routing. I'm able to swamp Karl Franz and do damage as he's trying to take off. But it really isn't that bad for him here. Should have had some cavalry to pin him down. But now the enemy has to land, which of course it's enough to just do the love taps. Jump down, do the damage, rush in. But now Karl Franz is going to take damage, eventually. He's going down slowly, but he is going down. Took some damage there. The right wizard should go down much faster than Karl Franz. And there we go. Pyrrhic victory. Now it needs to be said, this type of Chaos army is not a very good army. This type of Empire army isn't a very good army. So if we look at the potential setups here. There we go. An Empire army that looks something like, against Chaos, that looks something like, let's say that demigryph knights are limited for some reason, and you bring only 2 demigryph knights. You bring a bunch of spears, let's say you bring 6 spearmen, maybe just 5 spearmen actually, and you have flying, you have a light wizard. He doesn't even need to be flying. Let's see here. A few spears for the monsters. Something like this could work very well against Chaos. The demigryph knights will take care of any monsters or any cavalry. The great swords will take care of just about any infantry. The flying light wizard will take care of just about any flying lord. The general of the empire is the bodyguard of the light wizard. He will also use blood roar and rear charge chaos units. If you desperately want more infantry, more spears, you can have only 5 great swords, a bunch of spears, and the empire has a lot of options versus chaos. Also, you can also have a handgunner to just deal the damage, and a chaos marauder rush like the one I used here, it really isn't It will lose very quickly to great swords. It will lose very quickly to cavalry. You saw how the Demigryph Knights did damage. And one of the main weaknesses of an army like this is the inability for this army to stop flyers. So I have 0 units aside from the Chaos Spawn that really have the ability to stop a flying unit like the General of the Empire on an Imperial Griffin. So he will be able to dive bomb any units in my army, get out, rinse and repeat, do it again, and once you pile in great swords that will carve through Marauders and Forsaken, it's very tough for Chaos. You saw how long how long it took for me to defeat even a few units of Spearmen, and if that engagement goes on and on, the General of the Empire and the Demigryph Knights take care of the monsters and take care of any potential cavalry. Demigryph Knights charging Forsaken will destroy them. Then, yeah, the Chaos just has a snowball's chance in hell of defeating a good Empire army. Strength and order.